That's where we're at now. I went ahead and took the top off. Everything's pretty much gutted down. Working on the top now. Still got to get this off. I've got the bungs out. This one, unfortunately, there's one more screw way back there. Maybe able just to, I don't know. It's got to come out. I don't know, I may be able to leave it hanging. But this piece here above the door, from here to here, has to come out. Still got to get this piece off. I was hoping to leave this on, but it's just not going to happen. This is going to have to come out. I was thinking I was going to have to take the whole door off. Maybe if I get this and this, got the tabbing here, got all that tabbing. This will drop out once I get everything loose on this side. This will come out. Yeah. So there we are. We'll just keep going, I guess. I'm sure what time it is. May have to stop for lunch somewhere. We'll let you know. Okay, so now bulkhead's out. Wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be getting it from the furniture side. Now what I'm doing, I'm going through and trying to get the old tabbing off. And then I've got to find some wood. I don't have the wood, so. So I've made a bunch of different videos. Little snippets, little pieces of this and that of how I did this whole bulkhead thing, how I did the template. And it ended up just a lot of stuff that really wasn't that interesting. So just kind of show you what I've done, where I'm at now. I'm hopefully going to get this 90%, 80% today. This is it. Of course, it's still a disaster in here, as always. What I've done is just eliminated this piece up here. I'm going to do a piece coming all the way across, kind of where this trim is now. Except I'm going to come down here and I'm going to brace the corner also. It's called a knee, if you're familiar with sailboat structural parts. So the bulkhead now goes to here. And what I'm going to do at some point, it isn't going to be today because this is going to be some custom woodwork. How the cabinetry is here with this curved piece is basically a 2x3 solid piece of teak, which is about 160 bucks for a 2x4. But I'm going to have to pull this one out. I have to take it to somebody and I'm going to say, make me a new one of these. And I need this corner piece to go, yeah, that's right there, to go here. So basically this corner, when I'm done with it, it may be a long time, but will look just like that corner, and it'll be nice and finished and rounded. The wood I used was Hydrotech. It's kind of a mahogany finish. It doesn't exactly match. It's hard to tell with the light with this hatch open. And if I cover that up, you really won't be able. Yeah, maybe. Actually, it's darker. Kind of interesting how the light reflects back into the camera, because it doesn't look like that to me. It actually looks darker than that. That's one coat. Actually, it's like 3 coats of stain. Try to get it to lighten up, and then 1 coat of a semi-gloss enamel varnish. Scratch that. And on the inside, what I ended up doing was I had some extra epoxy left over because my brush was getting saturated while I was doing that. So I just started smearing it around. I go, hey, that looks pretty good, and that's damn bulletproof. So what else have I done down here? This is, I didn't bring the old pieces in, but this is the bottom, kind of the toe kick. Easy way to show you. It was just completely rotten. This piece wasn't too bad, but this piece over here where the water had gotten down running through, and also just found this, another D-tap bulkhead. But it's not rotten, so it's just come loose. Actually, it's not from here. This is where the little brace like this was to hold the back piece. I'm not going to put a back liner in this. I'm going to insulate it and then maybe cover it with something. But I'm not going to bring it out as far as it was. I'm going to add 2 more shelves in here. Anyway, so I had to rebuild this bottom piece here. I had to rebuild this, and rather than using the new wood, I had a perfectly good old bulkhead at least pieces of it. So I went ahead and reused that, and it's the same color. It'll match a little better. And this front piece here will be finished when the closet face gets put back on it here in a few minutes. And I got a couple more layers of varnish to put back on this piece. Turned out pretty well. And if it comes to the point where I just don't like it, the color isn't, well, you can see it's a little more pinkish. It's not as orange. Probably could have done something different with stain with that. This has just been going on for about a month, so I'm just kind of ready to get my boat put back together. You know, it doesn't look like this every night, but I don't have a face on my closet, so I'm kind of just ready to get it done at this point. Worst case scenario, someday I get a piece of veneer, I throw some teak veneer over it and make it match. But that hanging knee, the knee will go all the way across to where you see this, and it will go down through here. It is only tabbed, or was only tabbed. The original bulkhead stopped about here, and then it was just a small piece in the center across, still all kinds of stuff here, from here to somewhere about here. I guess right about here was the original bulkhead from here over, and this was just a little individual filler piece. So it was only actually tabbed here, and the same on the other side. It is not tabbed against the side of the cabin top. So the only thing it was really doing was kind of stiffening this up a little bit. So when I get that knee in here, I'm going to finish all this off, and it'll go on the outside right here. When that gets in here, I'm going to cut all this out, and I'm going to tab it to the hole. I'm going to tab it to the cabin top, and it will be a whole lot stiffer than what it was. Well, let me get this stupid thing put back together. I'm just kind of over it. I'm ready to move on to something else. I'm tired of not having a closet door on here, so let me get that put on there and I'll get back with you. Well, I still have a ton of work to do, but for now, like I say, that corner's going to change. It'll be rounded off like the one forward up there. But that's basically it. So where the door was right here is gone, and we now have more open headroom through here, and obviously all the light and ventilation through there, which will make a huge difference when you're an anchor. Yeah, so I redid the bottom pieces down there. This is the old bulkhead, so it's one of those. It'll probably get painted. I like the wood look, but it makes it so dark in here. And used to, my LEDs were up here. This bulkhead was white, and the back was like 1/4 inch cedar, but it doesn't look bad. It would be nice if I had something to finish off the plywood edge, but I just don't care right now. I've got a whole lot more to do. So I've got the knee to put up here, I've got headliner, I've got new handrails down here that have been sitting there probably a year and a half, simply because the bolts for the handrail are up there. There's no way to get them off without pulling the headliner, and that is a nightmare because it's all stapled. So might as well do a video on mistakes. Call me Captain Hindsight. So I'll do that, and I'll go through and I'll show you what I should have, and if I had the opportunity to do it over, I would do it a little differently. Okay, let's take a look. Third coat of varnish, I'm doing a semi-gloss, just something I already had. Should have done that, but I didn't really plan. I mean, this is going to look nice. It's starting to get shiny. I finally sanded it for the first time. It's still got a little waviness in the spot I missed there. But I should have went ahead and done everything before putting it in there. I did epoxy most of the inside parts, like I did inside here. So all this is epoxy, so it's, of course, absolutely not sanded. You can see how wavy it is in there, but it'll be okay. It's the inside of the closet. Down on the inside of my tabbing, a couple of different videos. One of them showed filling this joint with fiberglass resin and epoxy filler before doing this, which makes sense because it'll help smooth that curve and it won't put so much strain here, and it would reinforce between the two. I did it on the other side. It didn't come out very well, but another video shows doing it on the outside afterwards, so it will reinforce this. But I should have done, and I watched the video that said do it first, so I would do that differently. Probably would have, I don't know. I've seen videos like Cruising Leia. They actually glassed over their entire bulkhead. A lot of work, but it's going to be bulletproof. I think this will probably last the rest of my lifetime. This corner will still have to be finished out. I'm probably just going to get some quarter round and go over it and stain it. Just to make it look nice until I can get that other piece built. I think that's the two biggest things. Probably would have pre-drilled my holes a little bit better. They're okay. But the angle is a little off on one or two of them that go through. I mean, it's not like something's going to be pulled out all the time. Probably should have went ahead and replaced this. You can see, I mean, it's a solid piece of wood, but it's got some damage on it. And probably should have went ahead and refinished the face of the closet while it was off. That's all pretty minor stuff, other than it would have been a lot easier to varnish this thing, but it was a time issue also, and it would have to lay flat somewhere here in the boat while I lived on it. The only place to do that would have been right here. So I don't have a garage or a shop or anything to work. So not going to happen there. So we're going to wrap this video up. That's the conclusion of the bulkhead. Like I said, I still got a lot to do. Maybe in some of the other videos as it goes along, I'll show you that. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you when the next project comes around. Thanks.